All right, in today's lesson, we're going to learn the G chord and a simple 4/4 strumming pattern. The G chord, just to remind you how that's set up, you're going to take your pinky and your ring finger, place them on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string, or your high E and B string. Your middle finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of your 6th string or your low E string. Pointer finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of your A string or your 5th string. Looks like that. Sounds like that. Now the pattern today is 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. It's a pretty easygoing pattern. What we're going to do is pluck on 1. The 3rd fret on the 6th string is your G note. So that's going to match that G chord. Pluck, down, weight, down, pluck, down, weight, down, pluck, down, weight, down, pluck, down, weight, down. Counting it out, it sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and pluck, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down. That weight is a 3rd beat, and we want that note just kind of ring out a little bit. It also gives us an opportunity to insert other notes in there later to act as passing notes to your next chord. For example, pluck, down, up, B, C, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, B, down, up, C, down, up, weight, down, up. So it gives you a little bit of a walking motion or that kind of bass tone or foundational note that you need. Remember, with the human ear, the lowest note is always going to be the note the ear hears first. So lots of guitar players will like to simulate the bass player's job by moving that bottom note around. It kind of makes it a little bit more fun. Either gives you a folky sound or just an overall directional movement when it comes to the sound to the listener's ear, which is a lot of fun. We'll learn more about that later on. In the meantime, let's spend some time practicing that pluck, down, up, weight, down, up pattern. Sticking with that Beatles G, the chord gam is still in the upper right. Pluck, down, up, weight, down, pluck, down, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. One thing I'm going to encourage you to do if you're new to strumming or even if you're experienced, try practicing counting out loud while you're playing and make sure that your counting has an even killed, consistent regiment to it. If you own a metronome, put that on and set it for 60 BPM. Unbeknownst to most people, playing at a slower speed is much harder than playing faster. Kind of crazy, but it will actually help you to get timing down a little bit quicker. As you start to feel really confident at the 60 BPM or 60 beats per minute, which is the same as 60 seconds per minute or a clock on the wall, you can increase it by 10 beats per minute until you get to 120 BPMs. And then you'll get a little bit faster of a strumming pattern and it'll sound a lot bit better. So I'm going to play it a little bit faster just so you can hear kind of what that would actually sound like, and hope you enjoy. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and pluck, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down, up, pluck, down, up, weight, down, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 stop. Keep practicing and enjoy the music.